Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Steelers and the entire AFC North. Rumor has it that Deebo Samuel, the versatile playmaker from Washington Commanders, might be headed to the Steel City in a blockbuster trade that's expected to shake up the league. This isn't just some rumor floating around. It's gaining serious traction, thanks to insiders like Diana Rossini from The Athletic, who mentioned that the deal could be happening soon. And honestly, if this goes down, it could redefine the Steelers' chances in the upcoming seasons, especially with how much Samuel can bring to the table. So what's the scoop? Well, according to The Buzz, the Steelers are looking to bolster their offense, and Samuel fits the bill perfectly. The Commanders, on the other hand, are trying to manage their cap space, around $18 million free, and prioritize building a stronger offensive line and locking in extensions for players like Terry McLaurin and key defensive pieces. After a 7-10 finish last season and a rebuild that's still in progress, it's clear the Commanders are looking at a reset. They've got a rookie QB in Sam Howell, who had a decent rookie year but still needs more weaponry. Samuel, with his explosive ability to stretch defenses and create big plays, would be a massive upgrade for the Steelers' offense, especially considering their current receiving core, mediocre at best, averaging around 210 yards per game through the air. Now, let's talk about Deebo himself. The guy is a hybrid weapon, part wide receiver, part running back, and he's proven to be a nightmare for defenses. In 2025, he put up impressive numbers with 76 catches for over 10 yards, 5 touchdowns, and added another 312 yards rushing with 3 rushing touchdowns. His YAC, yards after catch, was a staggering 498 yards, showcasing how he turns even short plays into big gains. His PFF grade last year was an excellent 84.6, and his EPA per target was 0.25, which highlights how efficient he is when the ball is in his hands. Deebo's dynamic playmaking ability is exactly what the Steelers need to take their offense to the next level, especially with quarterback Kenny Pickett looking to grow into a true franchise guy. What makes Deebo so appealing isn't just his stats, but his versatility. He's a threat all over the field, capable of breaking tackles. He forced 22 missed tackles last season and creating mismatches against defenses. When he lines up in the backfield or out wide, defenses have to game plan around him, which opens up opportunities for other playmakers like George Pickens. Pittsburgh's offense has been decent, but lacking that explosive element that can turn a game around in a flash. Adding Samuel would give them that edge, boosting their EPA per play, and likely increasing their passing yards significantly, potentially adding around 18% more efficiency on offense. Now, let's not forget the impact this could have on Pittsburgh's rushing attack. With Najee Harris, the Steelers have a solid back, but having Samuel in the mix could add another dimension. His ability to run after the catch and generate extra yards on gadget plays would complement Harris's power running style. Imagine defenses having to account for Samuel's speed and Harris's bruising runs. This combination could add around 200 rushing yards over the course of a season, making the Steelers a more balanced and unpredictable team. From a defensive perspective, this move could also have indirect benefits. Opposing offenses would have to prepare for more explosive plays, which could open up opportunities for Pittsburgh's defense. For example, against teams like the Browns, who currently rank 28th in secondary coverage, having a receiver like Samuel stretching the field creates mismatches and forces defenses to rethink their game plans. Plus, with Samuel's ability to generate yardage after the catch, it could help improve the play-action game, making the Steelers more dangerous in the red zone and on third down. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade has serious implications for the Steelers' Super Bowl ambitions. The odds, according to BetMGM, have shifted dramatically, from +1,200 earlier this season to as low as +650. That's a huge jump, and it reflects how much Samuel's addition could elevate the team's chances of making a deep playoff run. In cold weather playoff situations, Samuel's YAC prowess and playmaking ability could be the X factor, especially against tough defenses like the Chiefs or in battles against AFC rivals. His presence on the field makes the Steelers' offense more unpredictable, and that's exactly what you need when facing top-tier playoff competition. Now, why would the Commanders make this move? Well, it's all about cap space and strategic focus. With around $18 million freed up, they're prioritizing younger offensive linemen, who have allowed over 50 sacks last season, and extending key players like McLaurin and their defense, which has been giving up around 28 points per game. Samuel's salary hit of $24 million in 2026 is a burden for a team that's still trying to rebuild and find stability post-Rivera. They see the Steelers, with their roughly $39 million in cap space, as a perfect landing spot for a player of Samuel's caliber, especially since Pittsburgh has the financial flexibility to absorb his contract and still build a competitive roster. For the Steelers, acquiring Samuel isn't just about immediate production, it's about future-proofing. His grit, combined with his ability to generate big plays, could become a cornerstone of Mike Tomlin's offense for years to come. The Steelers have a history of making shrewd trades and developing talent, and adding a player like Samuel would be a statement to the rest of the league that they mean business. It's a move that could propel them from a decent team into legitimate Super Bowl contenders, especially if they can build around him with a solid offensive line and a defense that continues to improve. And let's not forget the historical context. Just last year, the Eagles traded for A.J. Brown, which transformed their offense and propelled them into the NFC Championship game, ultimately falling just short of the Super Bowl. Samuel has that same potential to be a difference-maker in the AFC, especially in high-pressure situations. His ability to turn broken plays into big gains, combined with his versatility, makes him a perfect fit for the Steelers' identity: tough, resilient, and always striving for excellence. If this trade goes through, it's easy to see how the Steelers could turn a solid season into a legitimate Super Bowl run, especially with the right pieces around him. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, but the signs point to a very real possibility that Deebo Samuel will be wearing black and gold sooner rather than later. The trade deadline on November 4th, 2026, is just around the corner, and the NFL landscape is buzzing with anticipation. This isn't just a move for now. It's a statement that the Steelers are serious about competing at the highest level and that they're willing to make bold moves to do so. With Samuel's grit, speed, and playmaking ability, the Steelers could be looking at a new era, one where they're not just contenders but perennial powers in the AFC. So, Steelers Nation, keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned because this story isn't over yet. The possibility of seeing Deebo Samuel in Pittsburgh could become one of the most exciting chapters in recent franchise history. It's a move that could change the narrative, boost the team's chances, and give us all even more reasons to believe in another Super Bowl run. The Steelers are always about resilience and making the most of every opportunity, and this potential trade epitomizes that mindset. We'll be watching closely, and I'll be here with all the latest updates. But one thing is for sure, this is exactly the kind of move that gets us all fired up and dreaming of another Lombardi trophy in the Steel City. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Deebo Samuel is the missing piece to finally get us back to the Super Bowl? Would you love to see him in black and gold, making those highlight reel plays and helping us dominate the AFC? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Steelers because it's your passion that keeps this team alive. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Let's keep the faith, Steelers Nation, because brighter days might be just around the corner, and with a move like this, we could be on the cusp of something truly special.